Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury and Tay-Tay's behind the camera. And it's lesson number 2 of the day, lesson number 2 of this series, which is this idea that we're getting back to school and you might be buying a piano out there or looking into learning the piano. One of the best sellers here is the PXS 1100. It's a great price, it's super light, sounds in there, speakers in here, believe it or not. That's the pitch on this, but this lesson is going to be pitched at someone maybe you think of yourself as an intermediate player, you know some chords, you know what I'm talking about if I talk about C, the key of C, and maybe you struggle with improvising or how to start playing licks. And one of the key concepts, I think, is this, which is stop thinking major and think minor, baby. What do I mean? Again, I'm going to skip a lot of stuff because I'm assuming you know this already. When we're in C, often people know, and I struggled for years, I was like, I know what C major is, right? All those notes. And we're going to, just to keep this brief, I'm just going to work over this one static chord position that we can work on together, which is this idea of, instead of playing C like this, we are going to give ourselves something to solo over. And my favourite way to think about that is to spread that voicing up. So voicing is just what order the notes are in. And we're going to put that C down to here. We're going to put that G in the middle and that E on the top. So we're going to turn that into this. And we're just going to work over that. I know that's a bit of a stretch for a lot of people. If you're cooped up over here, please move your body around so you've got space. I mean, whatever it takes for you to get that, you should be able to get there, I think. So again, C, G, E. And we'll pin that in. Now back to this salient point of the fact that if you're soloing in C major, you might not be enjoying the sound of it. Here we go. Cool, it's all right. We're working over that one chord, but one way to hip it, make it feel a bit more hip, to hip it up a bit, is to just stop thinking major. And I got this from Donny Hathaway. I was listening to Donny Hathaway live and I was like, you know what? He's doing the same thing over and over again. What is it? And what he was doing was taking that major concept, that key, but thinking in A minor. And specifically A minor pentatonic. So what is that? Luckily, you probably already know it if you're an intermediate, which is this, which is A, C, D, E, G, and A, Sharky and George. A, C, D, E, G, A. Now, I'm not going to teach a fingering of that because one of the best things about this, and the reason why moving from a 7-note scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to a 5-note scale, 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is by limitations, we are freeing up our brain to create more space for creativity. And I often, by limiting a factor, I find more creativity. So let's try that again. I'm going to think about 7-note scale at first. Now I'm just going to play notes from this pentatonic scale. Okay. Listen for this subtle change again. So we'll go back to me thinking 7-note traditional C major scale. Now I'm going to think A minor pentatonic. Right? The big change is that by taking out this F and this B, which are very laden notes with harmonic movement. Like whenever we play those, we want to resolve. They're pulling us that way, and there's something about that pentatonic that feels like we could just solo for ages. Again, I put that F in there, that's that one bit, but stay pentatonic. Now, within that, if you've never thought that way before, I'm not going to explain why it works, because I think just have fun with it. If this hits with you and you think, oh, I never thought to play A minor pentatonic over a C chord. And the best bit is, it works over all the chords that would come up in C. So let's play F major, A minor, G. Instead of the C major thing. It just feels like it gets a bit nerdy. I would add loads more things in there to freshen that up, but let's just stay pentatonic and think A minor pentatonic. That's the big thing. And if you can, think about this, that let's put in one extra note, but we're not going to play, we always promise, you make a promise to me, I make a promise to you, is that we are going to slide off this E flat. We're going to use the E flat, but we're never going to play it directly, because otherwise it would sound like this. Hey! Can't get away with that. But if we slide on these beautiful nubbins that the Lord created for us on these keys, which they must have been for this one reason, just to slide this note. Check it out. And you can do it the other way, down. So we can play those pentatonic. So just that one other rule. So we're playing those 5 notes. And I'm going to leave it there, because I'm not going to go, just a little tidbit. Maybe you sat in the toilet and it was of some use. A little tidbit on the toilet, that's what we can call this series. So the idea is next time you sit at the piano, and just so you know, we've been pinning the C major down, but if you go, oh, but C, Jack, why A minor? The rule is that if you were, for example, in G, just count down 1, 2, 3 semitones, and then you'll have an E and play that minor scale. It works because they're family. It's a relative minor, some theory nonsense, but the real thing is, so if we were in D, you go, oh, 1, 2, 3, B. You'd play B minor over a D major. Instead of, makes sense? It's this idea again, limitations breed creativity sometimes, or even just a change to get out of a modality of thinking. I hope that helps. Thanks Taylor for being here and listening to me waffle on. And this is a really great piano. There are bundle deals available on this, and it's super, the best thing about it is how light it is and how small it is. Nice one, Kasia, and we'll see you soon on Andertons TV.